Alright, we are back with another part of One Episode. And if you haven't seen the last episode of One Episode, basically all we do is just watch the first episode of an anime and just talk about it. How much of it is like logistic reviewing and all that stuff? Not a whole lot of it. It seems to me like I just kind of crack a bunch of jokes here and there. How many of them are funny? Who knows? And if you did watch the first part, I know I say that we were going to be watching do-do-da-da-da, but for clickbait reasons, I'm probably going to be watching more modern, recent animes, probably more popular ones too. Personally, do-do-da-da is in my top 10. But let's be honest, probably more people are going to be clicking on God of High School over that at the current moment. Will I go back and do it eventually? Yeah, I'll probably go back and do all the 2010 stuff later. But at the moment, I think I'm probably going to be sticking to the more recent stuff. Just so I could, get a few more views here and there, The clickbait, I'm not going to sit here and do the fucking shocked face or nothing like that. If I start doing the shocked face, you're legally obligated to give me a lethal dose of cyanide. It's okay, you're allowed to do it. I already signed the contract. But we will do some clickbait stuff in regards to just what we watch, in the sense of new stuff, more popular stuff, not personal favorites, just really popular stuff. And God of High School at the moment is popping. So that's basically what we're going to be doing today. Well, technically I already did it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And also, as you notice, we're in a different section of the room. This one is a lot of proof of no girls ever enter my room, so that's something. Holy shit, this is your room or your little sister's? What the fuck is going on? It's like, nah, I like slightly cute things. My fucking bad. Side note, whenever the fighting game comes out for this, if you're the Tower of God producers, don't make it 3D, make it 2D. I could see it from here. It looks like an octagon in the banner. I know it's a circle. Make it 2D. I'm telling you, there's a reason Tekken is the only fighting game anyone watches that isn't 2D. When it's 3D, a lot of times you don't even know what the fuck is going on. It's just a bunch of people rolling around like they're trying to show each other who's the best roly-poly. No, we just make it 2D. Just do us all a favor. Do us a favor. Do yourself a favor. Also, if you want to make too much money, make it free to play. Just have a bunch of skins. Ha! I guess he must be the UFC champion. I'm gonna be honest. This picture's pretty realistic. If you look at the bodybuilding community, there's a whole lot of what some of you may call blackface going on. And I don't know if it's a problem per se. They're not doing it like a minstrel show. They're not making fun of anybody. Technically, they do it because they believe that if they're black, then you could see the outlining details more on the muscles. Mainly because the black competitors were crushing it. I don't think it was the skin tone per se that was the difference, but they're still doing it to this day. I feel like that's most motorcycle drivers. Like a lot of them, I'm not gonna say every single one of them, because there might be one person that's like, oh, I have a motorcycle and I drive responsibly. But I feel like a lot of these motorcycle people, and even cyclists, like if you're like on a bicycle, I feel like a lot of these people complain that people that drive cars are like reckless and rude. But at the same time, these people are bobbing, weaving in and out of the fucking traffic, and then you're surprised that some dude didn't notice you. He might have looked at his side mirror, not notice anybody there, and then you act like it's some fucking action movie and you cut through 3 cars as this guy's trying to turn left, and then you get mad about, oh, this is our road too, you gotta share, man. And it's like, how about you follow the laws too, huh? Oh, in California you could drive through traffic. Yeah, okay, that's California. There's a lot of states where you can't. And also, you people on the bicyclists, I've seen a few. Even in where I live, it's a rural area. I've seen a few people just like blow through 4 ways like nothing. They're like, oh, well, I'm on a bike, I get the right of way. No, the fuck you don't. It doesn't say stop unless you're on 2 wheels. It says stop. Stop means stop. But a lot of these people, they still want to complain. These people are hogging the road. No shit. Literally, right off the bat, they have 2 times as many wheels as you. Second off, these bike people, motorcycle, I understand. Motorcycle, you can stay in the middle of the road. You're going as fast as a car. Some of these bike people, you know damn well you're not pedaling 65 miles per hour. And they'll be in the middle of the fucking road, and then it's like they get annoyed when people get too close trying to pass them. You want me to sit behind you while you lose a few calories? Nah. you move to the fucking side too. And these people, they'll sometimes turn around, acknowledge you're trying to go around them, and they'll sit there still in the middle of the road just fucking Now if you have either one of those, I'm not saying you per se are the problem, but you gotta call out your own comrades. Speaking of someone actually pedaling 60 miles per hour, if you're going this fast, be in the middle of the lane, do whatever you want. But as I speak, I'm pretty sure they're cutting through the middle of the fucking road, like in between cars. I'm so glad I don't live in a big town, because if I saw these Twitch people, all these Facebook people, all these Instagram live people live streaming, the moment I see that shit pop up in my town too much, there might be one kid that does it, that's whatever. If I see this shit popping up too much, I gotta get the hell out of there. And it's like, oh, they're just having fun, they're just doing their own thing. It starts off with people, you know, walking around, just rapping into their phone, maybe. Next thing you know, you got these fucking Jake Pauls doing some dumb shit with fucking Lamborghinis in the middle of the highway, and I don't need that. The moment I see too much of this shit, I'm out of here. You can already tell everyone else around them, they're like, okay, we gotta keep tab. That's one. If I run into two more, I gotta find new real estate. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is how people drive. It's not even when one guy just stole a purse. Granted, we gotta assume at least 65% of motorcycle drivers have stolen a purse at some point in their existence. If you ever watch a movie, if someone stole something, usually they have a getaway bike at this point. If it's a group of people, yeah, they got a car. But if it's one person, there's always a fucking bike. We gotta assume if you got a bike, you got sticky fingers too. But this is what I'm talking about. Look at the way these people fucking bobbing and weaving in between traffic. And y'all think, oh, this is an exaggeration. This is you people, IR fucking L. This is literally what y'all people be doing. And this is what happens. Motorcycle people, they don't drive on the sidewalk. These bicycle people, they be doing it sometimes. Not where I live, but they be doing it. Imagine the mind fuck on you. You're on this motorcycle and you're like, finally, I outran this dude. Of course I did. All I gotta do is click on this pedal and I get to go 60 to 80 miles per hour on this little here highway. Imagine the mind fuck. You turn around and these guys got a cheerleading pyramid on top of a bicycle. I know what you're saying, it's only one person. It's enough people when it's a bicycle. It's a cheer pyramid if it's a bicycle involved. You know how insane this has to be? I'd stop the bike or at least throw the purse on the floor or something. Or I'm just looking for one of these trucks on the other side to just run into. You know you're in trouble if you see this shit behind you. You're done. Imagine what they could do if they could do this shit. Not only did he stop to make an acquaintance, he caught up and the acquaintance can balance on his fucking shoulders on a bike going 80 miles per hour. This is nuts. The purse isn't worth it. Drop it, my guy. What's in there? Maybe $20 perhaps. Maybe some mints. What do old ladies carry? Some coupons that expired from 3 years ago that they still want to use? It's not the same person? I assumed the main character was also a guy working in the convenience store. I like the convenience store guy a little bit more. I'm gonna be honest. Just based off of what I've seen so far, the first 11 minutes, I feel like I like the guy working in the grocery store more. This is exactly what I'm fucking talking about. This is why I got a problem with these people. This old lady just got robbed and he came up to do a fucking verse on it. Hey lady, you want a feature right quick? How about you start crying? Don't worry, we'll remix it to make a really sick beat. She legit just got her shit jacked. And his fucking this live stream, bro, starts to come up. He got the medical mask. This old lady over here like, can you stop sneezing in my goddamn face? Lift the mask up a little. Why are you wearing it? It's not a chin guard. Oh, wait a second. Is this the fucking, are those the YouTube icons? Is this guy streaming on YouTube? Even fucking worse. Not only is he one of these fucking monstrosities of society, he's doing it on YouTube. Who the hell watches YouTube streams? Get on a real platform. I told you what I say he was gonna do. At some point, you gotta realize the money's not fucking worth it. Granted, this old lady was probably slinging crack or something, cause she had a pocket full. I told you, he should have done it a lot quicker. The moment he saw the fucking human pyramid on the bicycle, he should have threw the money out. Like, I don't know why he threw it like it was a strip club, but he should have done it a lot quicker. I guess he still wanted to keep the purse itself. That's what he wanted all along. I told you I like this guy the most. That was cool as shit. That was cool as shit. Can we get a rewind on that? I told you. I have a knack for picking out these characters. I have a knack, I told you. You can't tell me this guy isn't the coolest already. I don't give a fuck what happens to the rest of this show. This guy's the coolest. I almost want to rewind it a third time. You know what? Now you know this man is jacked out of his gills, because the man was driving 120 miles per hour on the motorcycle, and he didn't even budge an inch. And also at this point, I feel like collectively with them destroying the road with the whole really wide turn and this guy destroying someone's truck, I feel like they might have caused more property damage than was in the old lady's purse. She sold a lot of crack that day, yes, I know that. They all have the same ear. It's like this really thick lobe. I wonder if that's on purpose to like imitate callus, because like a lot of like grapplers and UFC fighters and stuff like that, they always have the callus on their ear, the cauliflower ear. I wonder if they did that on purpose, or if it's just like someone has an ear fetish down at Crunchyroll. They like them thick and crunchy. This is the type of stuff that also annoys me. You know they're probably gonna upload this to like YouTube or something. Why are 3 different people recording it? Are you actually gonna rewatch it off your screen? Or are you just gonna go on YouTube and find the 1080 HD close-up edited version? Which one are you realistically gonna watch? The YouTube version. Just watch the screen right there. You don't have to record it. You're never gonna watch the video again. It's just say people like these people like concerts. Put the fucking phone down. And it's like, oh well, it's because I want my friends to see it. If my friends ever send me a shitty live video from a band or something like that, first of all, I could barely hear what the words are saying. Second off, I don't care enough. Concerts are boring enough as is. You think I want to watch yours through this shitty fucking camera angle while 3 people in front of you are also recording? So all I see is hands? Stop. Is that me? There has to be definitely some actual other rules beside those. Because in the original UFC, at first it was kind of like that, where they were like, just do whatever. And there was a whole lot of hair pulling and a whole lot of nuts squeezing. And I'm not talking about them making almond milk. My guy got the exact same eyebrows as me. Like verbatim. Gang, baby. Granted, I do not have them ears. What are with these ears? Does everyone have cauliflower ear? If that's the explanation, they gotta mention it at some point. It can't be some fucking type of hidden lore that everyone has cauliflower in this goddamn world. Like, you gotta explain this. Why does everyone's ear look like this? It looks like a thumb taped to his ear. Now, I will say one thing. This is probably like some aptitude test or something like, you know, if you want to be the strongest, you got to be able to win a war or something like that. But this isn't like a really good way to find out who is the strongest per se. Because by all means, the strongest individual could get cracked by 3 people at the same time. And then he's out of the tournament. And by all means, if he didn't end up in that unfortunate situation, he could have won the tournament. Battle Royales, like I get, they had to narrow down how many people they had. When they were doing the walk-in entrance, it was pretty clear who was the background characters and who was going to be in the fucking anime. But either way, I don't know about a Battle Royale. It's probably really interesting to watch, but I feel like this year would have like an asterisk beside it, because they're like, yeah, this guy won, but then again, was he technically the best? We don't know. Rodney over here can bench more than him, he's faster than him, he's stronger than him. He just got, you know, triple teamed during the fucking Battle Royale. Like that. This guy, he's about to do some quick jiu-jitsu. If you can't tell, it's an arm bar. You can't do that in a Battle Royale. You know why? Someone's about to run up and soccer kick this dude's fucking headphones off. You know, actually, go get some protective headgear, because you're about to need it. While this guy's over here trying not to tap, you're about to get soccer kicked 3 different times. What are you going to do? Let go of his arm? You know what's going to happen then? He's gonna groin snatch you. It's right there. He just has to slide it down. This other dude's gonna take off your fucking head, and he's gonna take off the other one. Battle Royales, it's not the route. You have to fight differently. Imagine you're one of these guys. You're a great jiu-jitsu fighter. You're not supposed to be able to do this. I don't know how many people are there, but if I see you on the floor holding some other dude's hand, I'm kicking your head off. It's done. They're about to say, wait, is this FIFA? Nah, it's not. This guy just lobotomized somebody. That's all it was. Okay, first of all, I'll give him that. It was sick. Second off, okay, the whole point of the Battle Royale, just to show you how significantly stronger these people are than the average people. Like, if they come out and they say, the whole reason we did this whole Battle Royale is to show you how strong these people are. If you're this guy and you could beat up 10 of the other people at the same time, those other 10 people had no slight business being near this tournament. If you can't fight 2 people at the same time, you shouldn't be in this tournament, obviously. And they're like, oh, they're a hand picked. Was it a blind hand? Whose hand was it? It's like, I know it was hand picked, but how did they hand pick them? Was it the fucking name of every person in the city who wanted to join, and they just fucking reached in this hat and just pulled out a few names at random? That had to be what they did for those 10 people this guy just KO'd that had been in this thing in the first place. They had no business whatsoever being in. That had to have been the reason they did it. If they come out and say, yeah, we did it just to show you why most of you aren't here, that better be why they did it. Okay, obviously this guy's strong. We gotta assume he's strong, but is this even fair? Do they do a drug test before this thing? Because if this guy's on crack, meth, and bath salts at the same time, no one's taking him down. There's a video of a dude jumped through the window and then kept running on bath salts. We gotta do a piss test, and I'm not talking about steroids neither. We gotta find out what this dude is on before he competes. This isn't the Tour de France. We gotta find out what the fuck this guy is taking. If you touch anything of mine with your feet and you're not a cute girl, you could keep it. That sword, you could keep it. I'm gonna go down to Dollar Tree. I'll pick up a new one. You could keep that one. Oh, it's over. That's a fucking teaser. Okay, I'll give that. They ended it on a real good cliffhanger. That definitely makes you want to watch the next episode. Overall, most of it was the whole scene about them on a bike, which is okay because it kind of shows you the personality of all 3 characters. But for the most part, I guess at least things were happening within the first, minute. It was great build up for my guy right here. This guy specific to do the coolest thing in the first episode. Now, when you get to the tournament, makes you raise your eyebrow because you're like, okay, these are some clean animations. This is some nice movement. It's not just the normal shonen where when they're quote unquote fighting, all you see is blurs that are supposed to be their hands. They actually show you people punching and kicking. Granted, since it was basically a battle royale, the worst form of tournament, if you ask me. But since it was a battle royale, I feel it was more like when you go to like the food court and it was just a bunch of people handing out samples. We didn't get a whole meal. We just got a bunch of samples that episode. But I guess in the sense of this episode 1, sometimes you get a sample and you're like, that was okay. But I don't really think I'm gonna bite the next one. This one, I think they did enough where the quick animations and the quick scenes they showed you might have interested enough people. It got me interested. I want to see what happens next. One thing I'm a little shaky on the whole idea of the main character being, I know the main character in every anime at some point has to be the strongest, and I'm not saying he's the strongest per se. I'm assuming my guy up here up front is probably stronger than the current main character with the goggles, but I'm worried that he's gonna be OP. And if he's OP, it's not fun. If he just runs through everybody, then what's the whole point? When it goes to the second episode, I better see him get his ass handed to him by the dude in the prison cell suit. If he beats him, then I don't have a whole lot to watch. Because then obviously this guy is so blatantly stronger than everybody else. Yeah, you get to watch the other fights, but it's not as entertaining when the main character is just stupidly overly strong. Now you could be saying, oh, but Goku in Dragon Ball Z. But the thing about Goku in Dragon Ball Z, yes, he was the strongest. He beat everybody at some point. He still took L's everywhere. Think about it. Cell. Who beat Cell? Not Goku. Wasn't Goku. It was his son. His son had to come in and finish the job. I better see this guy get beat. You know, he already did the quick thing where, oh, he got in a Counter-Strike when he got kicked in the chest. And then he's like, oh, I guess I'll go all out too. If he's too strong, then it's kind of, it takes away a little bit of the sense of danger. If you know he's too blatantly OP, then it's like, obviously he's gonna win. And you're thinking, well, this is an anime, and odds are he was gonna win regardless. But even then, there's always a small amount of doubt in the back of your mind, or perhaps hope that you're like, maybe this episode or this anime is gonna be the anime where the main character loses in the end. There's always that question in the back of your mind. But when they let you know outright and out front, oh, he's gonna win, it takes away a sense of urgency or danger. Or there's some word that could describe it, but it takes away a little bit of oomph. I guess oomph is the word I should use. But regardless, what would I have to give this sample galore? Interesting enough to make you want to watch episode 2. I'll give you that. What do I have to think about that? Style, I don't know what this is with everyone's nose being like blatantly red. Maybe it's because it gets punched so much and everyone having the cauliflower ear. But besides that, I guess the art style, you know, it could vary. An anime isn't defined by the art itself. It's defined by the context, music. I like the music in this. Euro beats really isn't my thing. But I didn't mind it, I guess. It wasn't obnoxious enough where I didn't like it. For first episode, I don't know about a rating system, but I will say they got me intrigued enough to want to watch episode 2. And I feel like they got enough people intrigued to want to watch episode 2. Just based off the amount of action we got to see. I can't think of a number off the top of my head. I want to say 7 or 8, but I don't know if that's fair. I don't know if that makes sense. Because I don't know, was it that good? Or is it just that it makes you want to watch the next episode? I think that's more important. I think instead of numbers, we're going to say, does it make me want to watch the next episode or not? And this definitely does. I will watch the next episode. I'm actually going to watch it right now.